What is going on, guys? It is Wednesday night. We are here for another episode of AEW Dynamite Review. I am Dan the Man, along with my co-host Vincent LaSpada. What's going on, Vince?
What's going on, man? This fucking Dynamite suck, bro. We're gonna blow this motherfucker up because this Dynamite really fucking pissed me off.
I think that's funny because I actually liked this Dynamite.
I know you like shit. Go on, let's start the show.
I loved it. I thought it was
fun. You loved it. Did you love the bullshit camera work they did too? Did you like that shit?
Oh, that was fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I bet you did because you don't know nothing about fucking camera techniques. Go ahead. Let's go. Start this motherfucker. Let's blow this bitch up. Go ahead.
Oh my God. You know, I know one thing that you really wanted to discuss was we're coming off a really big weekend here, and we had a little
No. We're not starting a show like that. Go on. No. We're not starting a show like that.
You don't want to dive into it.
Nope. No, I'll say that for later. Go ahead.
All right. So this was actually a fantastic episode, in my opinion. I know you hated it, but there was a lot of talk all week about this, and this was they really wanted to dive in on this drama that unfolded back in August at All In, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, but they felt that they needed a response to Phil Brooks. And, I didn't think this was necessary at all, but I'm really curious to see if it popped a big rating. And we'll dive a little bit more into this, but this whole episode I felt really centered around this backstage video.
So that being said, why the fuck was this episode good if it was about one fucking thing?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to dive into exactly why I thought this episode was good as we start breaking down the fallout right now. So in my opinion here, we started off the show and we were supposed to get Samoa Joe against Dustin Rhodes. And one thing that the AEW has really failed at lately and really been lacking in is their ability to tell a story and to do it over a period of time that's not so rushed. And what they did is they continued on and capitalized on the fact that you have a world title picture that has been somewhat convoluted for a bit, now kind of going into focus and set on two men. And they have really struggled to make something solid that has been able to really go and carry on to a pay-per-view for a very long time, at least for a month or 2 months. They're finally starting to
Thank you. There you go. Thank you. Somebody agrees with me tonight. Go ahead. It fucking sucked. I mean, you're over here discussing about what they listen. Point blank. Period. This is what they're fucking doing, bro. They picked the wrong motherfucker to be the goddamn champion. Okay, Samoa Joe. How old's this fucking bastard? Like 47, 50 years old. This fat piece of trash has done nothing but he never loses fucking weight. He looks like a goddamn hamburger at fucking McDonald's. Okay, he's chopped up hamburger. He's our champion. He doesn't look good at all. He has fucking man titties. He wears a fucking diaper for a pair of pants, and this is our fucking champion. Okay? That's the point blank period. They should make somebody else a champion. But what do? They make this fat piece of lard our champion. Come on.
Okay. So because he's fat, he should not be champion.
First of all, dude, champions should be in somewhat shape, okay? If I was running a company, I wouldn't want a fat piece of lard or fucking fat bastard
What's going on
as the fucking head of my company. Okay? I want somebody that looks like a wrestler. Samoa Joe looks like a fat piece of lard. He doesn't look like a wrestler, okay? Just like Eddie Kingston. Is this guy in shape? This guy looks like he ate a box of Twinkies before he went the fuck out there.
And smoked a whole pack of Marlboros.
Yes.
Eddie Kingston's another story. I think Samoa Joe is a much more talented wrestler.
Talented in where? My right pinky's more talented than Samoa Joe, but go on. Oh, thank you, Charmaine. I love this girl tonight. I mean, she's on fire. She's on fire. Let's state facts here. Let's be honest. Let's stop blowing shit out of fucking proportion, okay? We have a shitty ass champion. We get shitty ass shows, and Tony Khan doesn't know how to run a fucking promotion. Go on.
You want to add anything else?
Nope. Go on. Let's talk about Adam Copeland and Seattle.
Right. So Swerve decides to come out and attack Samoa Joe, and essentially, he doesn't even get to the ring, so this match doesn't even go off. Puts him through a table that's just conveniently set up at right by the stage. Supposedly, Samoa Joe hits his head. So I don't really know if they're trying to play the concussion angle here, or if they're trying to play the fact that Samoa Joe really couldn't walk on his legs. I don't really know what the hell they were really doing, but I like the fact they tried something different. I don't think Samoa Joe and Dustin Rhodes should have closed the show. You literally have two of your oldest talent that are in the main event of what should be one of the biggest episodes of Dynamite of the year. Made no sense to me. You're coming off a huge week, but
does it ever make sense?
AEW's been really hitting lately. This to me was kind of dumb booking, but I like the fact that they're getting Swerve involved. And Swerve.
Dude, let's just put it this way, bro. Swerve should be the fucking champion right now.
Well, we all know that.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not pulling the trigger for some odd reason. They think this fat slob should be the champion. I do not understand why.
I don't know why. I wish I could tell you.
It looks like a big bowl of macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese is pretty good. I would say he looks like some ramen that's been left out for a couple days. But
ramen.
Fucking shit.
Looks like an overstuffed turkey at Thanksgiving dinner.
Overstuffed turkey at Thanksgiving. Okay.
Pass me the fucking mashed potatoes, please. All right.
So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the actual match that did go down. And, oh, geez, Charmaine thinks Brian Cage should be champion. I don't know about all that. Brian Cage.
Well, hold on. Let's be honest. I'm gonna throw it out there already. Let's be frank, Charmaine. Let's be frank. Hold on. Let's be frank. If Brian Cage should be champion if he was actually being used the right way. They don't give a shit about Brian Cage. They don't give a shit about half their talent. So what do? They make the same people champion over and over and over again. This is what they do. This is what WWE does. They don't care. They don't care. They have 250 odd wrestlers. They would pay every single motherfucker on the list. They don't care. You know why? Because what they do is they stick it up your ass later on and they go, you're released, you're released, you're released, you're released, and don't give you a reason why. When realistically, all these guys are talented. They should all get a shot. But instead, they have Samoa Blow over there on the freaking title. Samoa Blow is on the title. He's over here. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He has the same towel since probably 2001. I bet you that bitch smells like an ass's whore, but he still has it. Wardlow's another guy that they overestimate. This guy, I don't know if he took a walk down the fucking sidewalk or he left the building. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Go on, let's talk about the it should have been the main event. It should have been the main event. It should have been Adam Copeland taking on El Cero Dinero at the main event. But what do? They always give us bullshit matches.
Penta.
Penta. Yeah,
and it was fantastic. That was a fantastic opener that should have been the main event.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic until the end when he speared him in 1, 2, 3. You know how many freaking moves they did that match should have been over with? 20 minutes that match went on, and you're going to tell me that you're going to give him one match, though. It was a good match, but bro, how many freaking moves did this guy do to where it could have been over? Then you give him a little spear and it's done? Come on, bro.
It's not a little spear. That's Adam Copeland's finisher.
I understand that.
It's like whole career.
I understand that, bro. But there were so many. There was. You don't understand. You're building a match. You're building a match, and then all of a sudden he gets up, you spear him, and he's done. You know, the guy. I don't know if you've been watching the same match I was, but Adam Copeland, he looks winded when he's wrestling. He looks winded. Okay.
Well, he's like 45 years old.
Okay, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get the fuck out. So what I'm trying to say is that I think the ending of the match was just ridiculous. I think it should have been a lot better than what it was. You gave him a little spear. You could have blew over the fucking house, and he lost. I mean, come on. This guy's a legend. He's a fucking legend, and you're gonna let him go out like that?
Well, Penta's a good wrestler too. I mean, I
just said he's a legend. Penta's a legend,
but so is Copeland. Copeland is a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend in WWE's eyes.
No, he's a legend in everybody's eyes. He is a Hall of Famer. Like,
the only reason why Edge is a Hall of Famer is because he hurt his back. That's it. If it wasn't for that, he would have never been in the Hall of Fame until later on. Bro, I'm telling you. They did it because he was hurt. That's it. He don't deserve it right now, bro.
What do you mean he doesn't deserve it right now? He's one of the most decorated performers from the Attitude Era till now.
Dude, there's so many people that deserve that way more than him. So many people, bro. Look how long it took the fucking Macho Man, bro. You want to talk about performers. The Macho Man. I mean, for God's sakes, this guy just got in. Lenny Poffo just got in. But Edge, you put Edge in real quick? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about completely different things right now. I mean, you're bringing up somebody else. I'm talking about a guy who was out here, who was busting his ass in a tag team, in the Brood, and during like the height of the Attitude Era, he was getting television time. They helped to kind of invent the TLC match along with the Dudleys and the Hardys. These guys have had infamous feuds as a tag team, and then Edge went off as a singles competitor and had great feuds with John Cena, The Undertaker, Randy Orton. I mean, so on and so forth. How and then he just so happened to get hurt, but he already had a legendary career as a professional wrestler. So I don't understand where.
And I got a question for you. Should the Hardys be in the Hall of Fame right now?
Absolutely.
Okay. So my question to you is, so the Hardys, should Edge and Christian be in the Hall of Fame as a tag team?
Absolutely. Okay.
So my question to you is, instead of making this guy instead of taking two decorative tag teams, which one is already in the Hall of Fame, which is the Dudleys. Okay. Now you have Christian and Edge, and you got the Hardys. Both of them should be in there as a tag team before Edge is a single competitor. Because I'm going to tell you what, I think Edge and Christian's as tag team reign was a lot better than Edge's career.
Ah, come on.
Hey, it's my opinion.
No way.
Bro, I mean, come on. If you're going to tell me his fucking bullshit matches with Mick Foley made it, come on, bro.
It's not even just that.
Mick Foley was a fucking has-been when he did those matches. He was falling off with a bunch of oil on his fucking back. I'll give you the WrestleMania match he did with the freaking pandemic was good. I'll give you that with Randy Orton. I'll give you. I am not saying Edge doesn't deserve to be in there. I'm saying that there should be a lot other people in the industry that should be in this Hall of Fame before Edge. There's a lot more.
But like who should be in right now over somebody like Edge or Adam Copeland?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot here.
Well, I mean, you said there's a lot of people.
Well, let me just say this, bro. Let me just say this. There's one person and one person only that I think that should be in there. That I know he's not going to be in there for a while, but he should be, and that's Owen Hart. Owen Hart should definitely be in there, but they're not. It's not going to happen because his wife's a fucking bitch, and she's not gonna recognize the fact that Vince did something horribly wrong and didn't care about it. But at the end of the day, they want to make this guy a legend and promote and give him a Hall of Fame spot. But she's not going to do it. But definitely. And then it took so long for the Bulldog to be in there, bro. Oh my God, bro. The Bulldog, the Bulldog should have been in there 10 years ago.
Okay, but here's the thing when it comes to Owen Hart. Owen Hart, there's a lot of animosity and bad blood there with his wife because of the treatment that
of course
WWF at the time gave Owen Hart and the way they handled the situation. I don't blame Martha Hart for how she feels about this. And then you had a company come along like AEW who is like, hey, we have nothing to do with shit. We don't have anything to do with anything. We're going to come out here and we're going to roll the red carpet out for you. We're going to get, we're going to essentially idolize your husband, immortalize your husband, and we're going to put him in a video game. We're going to put him in action figures. We're going to make a tournament and titles for him, and we're going to do all these things. And we just want you to come on and we're going to recognize you. AEW did more in a shorter amount of time for Owen Hart than WWE, WWF did for Owen Hart in the last 25 or so years since his passing.
Yeah, but the problem is we're not going to see it because she's not going to. Bro, listen, if Owen Hart can freaking bury the hatchet, so can she. But she's not going to. So there's no.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, and time can change things. But right now, this is the situation we're in. This is what we're given. So this is the story. I don't think it's relevant on what WWE or AEW is doing. We're essentially in a predicament right now where she feels a certain way that she does, whatever that is, it is for her own reasoning. And the only thing that we know is AEW has rolled out, like I said, a red carpet for the Hart family, and Martha Hart has taken it. Whether or not she's bitter, whether or not she, whatever the case is, that is her prerogative to feel that way. The only thing is that we're recognizing is the way that AEW has handled it. And AEW has handled it above and beyond and admirably more than they've needed to.
I mean, all they did was they highlight the guy in the tournament. I mean, for God's sakes, WWE's going to give him a Hall of Fame spot, a plaque, a ring. I mean, they're gonna idolize this guy. But anyways, that's not important. I do want to bring this back up because I think it's important. We want to wish him a speedy recovery, and let's pray for him tonight as he is in surgery.
Are we talking about Ortiz as in Santana and Ortiz?
No, her friend Ortiz.
I mean, okay. Well.
All right, let's go. Let's all right. So Adam Copeland retains his title.
Adam Copeland retains his title, and I thought was an absolute banger. In a match that was a great way to start the show, but should have been the main event. In my opinion, this was. I don't know why you didn't like it, but okay.
No, I didn't say I didn't like it. I said it's strike one because again, this should have been the main event. And I think the way that Edge beat and pinned him for the title, I think you should have gave him. I think you should have gave him a lot harder. I mean, bro, I've seen victories from Adam Copeland where he does stupid moves and wins. So for him to just, I mean, it wasn't even, bro. The spear wasn't even. It was out of nowhere, bro. It was like it was just a move. It wasn't like he was setting it up. It was just a move.
All right, but I mean. I'm not going to sit here and nitpick how the spear happened. The spear happened.
I will.
It was fine. It was fine. I mean, it wasn't the hardest spear, but I understand, and it did happen, and that's how the match ended. I mean, I don't.
Right. Let's get to this bimbo backstage.
Jeez. Oh boy.
They forget this fuck. I'm gonna tell you what, I fucking hate these new fucking camera techniques, okay? Let me just tell you people something, okay? I have a 2-year degree in film editing and directing, okay? I'm just gonna tell you from firsthand, when I'm watching something, I don't want to see the guy's fucking nose hairs. I don't want to see what he's eaten, what he's drank, or his hair on his fucking chest. So my thing is, leave the fucking camera alone. Stop zooming in and out on these fucks. And that's what pissed me off tonight. Every fucking backstage interview was a zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. I mean, leave it alone. For God's sakes. Go on.
Anyways. So, Adam Copeland standing in the ring after his victory. Lights go out. Here comes the Dark Order. Julia Hart, Brody King. This was a little strange to me. I don't understand how Brody King got involved in this. I really kind of figured this was Malachi Black and Adam Copeland. But here we go. I guess
Bad
Malachi is
storytelling
going to be too busy with. I guess Malachi and what's his name? Briscoe. Briscoe are going to feud.
They're backstage playing marbles.
Well, I mean, someone's got to play.
But I'm just saying though, bad storytelling. You instead of sending the guy, you send one of his goons and this girl, and you do this whole vignette. Then you bring Will Nightingale. She runs her fat ass down to the ring.
Whoa, come on, man. Come on.
Fat ass down to the ring. Okay. Now you spit stuff in her face, and but my thing is, for what though? For what? Like, yeah, I don't.
Vince, why are you calling people fat asses? You look like a stuffed turkey right now. You need to stop.
I'm a stuffed turkey, but listen. I'm a stuffed turkey, but I can go in the ring.
So can Willow Nightingale. So can Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe looks like a fat piece of lard. He needs to sit down and let somebody else take the reins.
Would you say that to Samoa Joe's face?
I absolutely would.
No, you wouldn't.
I would absolutely tell him. I would.
Come on.
I'll tell you what, bro. I tell you what. Whatever it costs to bring Samoa Joe on this show, I'll pay it.
You're gonna pay it.
I'll pay it. You bring that motherfucker on here, and I'll tell him right to his face, you're a fat tub of lard carrying the title. You need to go and eat your Wheaties, take your vitamins, and sit the fuck down. That's all I got to say.
That's it? That's everything? Can we go on?
All right, let's talk about this bullshit backstage vignette.
Oh, my gosh.
Because it was horrible. You know it was.
Go on.
All right.
Go on.
Go on what?
Take it away. Let's hear about the vignette.
Well, you take it to the back. You got Renee Paquette, which you've seen thousands of times. I see Renee Paquette so much on Dynamite that I don't know who else is wrestling. I don't know who else is wrestling. It's like that's I don't see that many vignettes at fucking Raw. You don't see him at Raw.
She's on way too much, and it's been a problem I've had with it for so long.
Way too much, bro.
They literally are. She's like front and center, like it's her entire show, and I don't understand. I've never understood why Renee Paquette is on television so much. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that she's not talented. I have nothing against Renee Paquette. She is just featured too much.
And you know what? I was on the review show this Monday with Z is Silent and the Mike. I was on the Mike Knox show, and they asked me a question, and I'm going to answer it right now. They asked me a question.
Jeff says you need a Snickers.
I do. I need fucking 5 of them. Anyways, they asked me a question about. I told them that I don't think they don't think that Sami Zayn is heavyweight material, and I'm going to tell you. Okay, I'm going to answer this question right now. So why do you think it's okay for Mark Briscoe to win the Ring of Honor heavyweight title? Because he's not heavyweight title material. He looks like a homeless guy. He is definitely just as good as Sami Zayn.
Okay, well here's the thing. First off, we're talking about Ring of Honor versus
the shitty promotion.
WWE.
I know.
Don't
what
get
I'm
me
saying
wrong.
is, go ahead.
Ring of Honor has been fantastic for the people that actually do get to watch it. Now, I realize no one really cares anymore about Ring of Honor, but if you're actually watching Ring of Honor and you ever see any of these specials, quote unquote pay-per-views that they do, they're very good.
And I'm not going to take it away.
No, the Supercard of Honor they just had on Friday night. I watched that over watching SmackDown, and I will tell you, that was one of the best Ring of Honor shows that I've seen in a long time. That literally
I compare Ring of Honor to? I compare Ring of Honor to 2001 ECW. I compare Ring of Honor just like WWE brought in ECW to try to bring it back. This is what they're doing. They're with better matches. I'm not going to sit here and say that Ring of Honor sucks because I don't watch the product. Okay, they probably have great talent, but here's the thing:
fantastic talent right now.
Okay, they might have.
And I'm going to tell you, the women there, and this boggles my mind. The women in Ring of Honor right now, I feel are better than the women in AEW right now. And that's crazy to me because I'm sitting there watching. They had Billy Starks and Queen Aminata, and I'm looking at that match and I'm thinking, why the hell Queen Aminata and Billy Starks?
Who
You
fuck
might not
is
know who
Queen
they are.
Abanata? What is that, Empanada?
Watch it, because it was a fantastic match. And then they also had the 6 women tag match. That was another.
I'm sorry, Dickens. So the man with 1,000 questions and knows and is way better than me in knowledge, and I'll acknowledge him right now. Chris Harris, the executive consultant, told me ECW in 2006. You're absolutely right. Okay, maybe I've had one too many drinks. You're right.
Ring of Honor right now is a better product than I think 2006 ECW. And as Jeff said, Queen Aminata is good. Queen Aminata is very good. Did you get a chance to see? I mean, obviously you didn't watch it, but Athena went against. I'm drawing a blank here. Athena had a great women's title match.
No, every time you say her name, I and you're probably gonna laugh at me. I think of this place called Athena's Chicken in Maitland. That's what I compare her to.
Chicken in Maitland. Okay.
She's like a big turkey breast. Every time you fucking say it, I'm like, Athena's Chicken. Athena's Chicken.
Not Athena's. Yeah.
If you've not been to Athena's Chicken in fucking Maitland, you gotta go. They got amazing potatoes. They sell whole chicken, half chicken. They got hummus. They got pita bread. They got the whole nines. It's delicious. I tell you what, it will fucking burn your pants off.
That sounds fantastic.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm tickled for you right now. Hikaru Shida.
You should tickle my fanny because you know what? I got another surprise for you. You'll see it coming up here soon. I have a special appearance.
No, I see it. I see it backstage. I see the special appearance coming up right now.
No. That's not the special appearance. We're saving that for later. I got somebody else coming on.
Boy,
that's gonna tickle your fanny.
I think I know who it is.
Tickle your fanny.
You guys are gonna have to stay tuned because right now we are going to have to cut to a commercial break.
We got Mercedes for the second week, and does she feel any more of a CEO to you? What is she the CEO of, Chris?
She's a woman that's entitled to make her own decisions. That's why she's the CEO.
Okay, she's empowered. What is she the CEO of, though?
Her life.
Well, I would hope so. Everybody's a boss of their own life. But what is she running? What is she running? A brothel? A faction? What is she running? CEO. Are you in an earthquake? Why is your camera shaking when you do that? Why can't anyone answer me that question? What is she the CEO of?
The song answered the question for you.
You can't even answer me straight. Like at least you know what I know about her? She runs a business, so she's the CEO. I get that.
So she's the CEO.
She's the CEO of cannabis. Okay, great. What is she the CEO of AEW?
CEO.
I didn't know Florida so many earthquakes back to back.
I love that fucking play. I love that. I would, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what. I'm gonna wait to that segment. Then I'll tell you what I think.
All right. So we got to jump right back into the show here. This was arguably what the show centered on at this point, and this was the moment of the craziness in the footage. Now, the Young Bucks.
That was the next thing.
That was the next segment.
Oh.
That was.
Okay, go on.
So I was very surprised how the Young Bucks played this. I was not expecting this. I think some other people may have been, but they played this in a certain way. What I liked is they added some real life element to this, and they made this a little more believable in the sense that, hey, they're blaming FTR for all of this. And they're using this as, hey, FTR is out here.
Hey, keep talking real quick. I got to plug my phone in real quick.
All right. FTR was your buddy. This is kind of the crap and the trash that we have going on. And Jack Perry was the scapegoat in all of this. So obviously, it seems to me at this point, Jack Perry is going to join the Elite. And that is going to be the next step. And I think that's going to be a fantastic little turn of events and a great way they could use this and capitalize on a real life event and turn it into something. So I'm looking forward to see Jack Perry back, seeing how they're going to introduce him back into the fold here and what's next for his story here back in AEW and potentially with the Young Bucks and the Elite. Now, they did show the footage, and it pretty much went exactly how we all thought it was going to go, exactly how it was said. Unfortunately, no sound, but you did have, you saw a couple of the talent backstage just kind of hanging out, doing their own thing. It looked like the typical gorilla position, and all of a sudden, here comes CM Punk walking up to Jack Perry. You see some words that are being exchanged. All of a sudden, the whole body language and everything just shifted out of nowhere, and CM Punk is grabbing Jack Perry, getting him in a headlock. They're going at it, pushing, whatever. It was completely stupid. I don't understand why CM Punk felt the need to get physical on this. And I think this is the problem with CM Punk, is that he's a hothead and he doesn't know how to keep his hands to himself. This isn't the first time, clearly. This is the second time this has happened that's been noted within the course of a year in AEW. And clearly, CM Punk wore out his welcome there. It's unfortunate that it came to this, but this is where it kind of culminated. And unfortunately, things could not get worked out. CM Punk, I guess, wanted out. Tony Khan wanted him maybe gone. And Bryan Danielson ultimately decided, a part of this quote-unquote committee, that it's best to let Phil Brooks go on and do his own thing.
All right. Well, I got a couple things to tell you about this. First of all, who the fuck is Bryan Danielson to make that decision? Second of all, I got to tell you, I think fucking Jack Perry's a punk. Okay. He should have get his ass kicked. They should slap the fuck out of slap the taste out of his fucking mouth. Because I'm going to tell you what, that motherfucker thinks he knows it. And I'm going to tell you what, I hope someone gets him in a street fight and bashes his brains in against a fucking window, because he ain't shit. He ain't fucking shit. I tell you that right now. I've seen him wrestle 4 or 5 times. He might have some flippity flip moves and some cool shit, but he ain't no heavyweight champion material. He ain't even TNA, NXT, TNT, CBS, TBS, Price is Right, fucking whatever championship you want. He ain't no champion material, okay? He's a skinny fucking punk that deserves to get his ass fucking kicked. And I'm going to tell you this. From what I've heard from 2 sides of the story, he don't know how to shut his mouth, and he gets himself into something that he shouldn't have. And that's why CM Punk went after him, because he didn't know how to shut his mouth. And I guarantee you, he was talking shit in that whole clip. And CM Punk says, "All right, motherfucker, you want to keep talking? I'm going to bash your fucking brains in." And that's what he did. That's what he fucking did. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, listen, I'm not going to sit here and defend Jack Perry. I'm not going to sit and anywhere defend Jack Perry. I just think there's a way to handle things. And I just think the way that Phil Brooks has always come with baggage. It's who he is. Now, there's zero reason to have let it get to this point. You are a veteran backstage. There are ways to handle things. There are ways to handle things without looking like a complete idiot. Now, this was not
absolutely right
to handle it. This was
absolutely
not
right. But I'm going to tell you this, Dan. When a guy listen, we all know this, and you should. If you don't, look at him, study him, meet him. Because I'm going to tell you this. Tony Khan is not a boss. Tony Khan is a friend to everyone, okay? The problem with Tony Khan is he runs his business like everybody else could be a part of it. They can make decisions and make their own stories. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and say that I believe everything that CM Punk says, but I'm going to believe, because I've heard this not just from CM Punk, from other people, that people tell him time after time, "Hey, listen, this isn't right. Hey, this is what's going on. This person's doing something," and he doesn't listen. So if you were at your job and people kept doing what they wanted to do, and there were no repercussions. You wouldn't take that shit upon yourself to fucking step in, because I sure the fuck was, and I've done it before.
I understand, and I'm not disagreeing with you. Tony Khan needs to take a back seat, and he needs to hire other people to really help run the company in a better light, in a better position. I think it's still a learning thing for him. He's really involved. He thinks he's doing a good thing and making the company better. I think he's doing some good things for AEW, for pro wrestling as a whole, but he needs to learn to take steps back. And that is Tony Khan's big problem, is that he is not doing the best for the company. The best thing he could do for the company is to hire somebody who could truly run it. And then maybe he could be the back seat and maybe kind of do some overruling and trumping if need be. But it's not the best thing for him to run the show, to produce the show, to write the script. And, he's wearing too many hats. And I think that's his problem right now. And he has to learn how to separate a little bit of his fandom into learning a business as well. And he's very capable of running businesses, but I think he's too much of a fan. And he needs to hire another person to help with that. That is my take on Tony Khan. Now, things could get better. Things could get worse. I foresee them getting better. It's going to take some time. I think AEW right now in 2014 is off to a better start than it was in 2024. It's off to a better start than it was 2023. So I thought 2023 took some downfalls at times, but it's hard to say right now that they're not they've hit a reset since letting go of Phil Brooks, and they're definitely focusing on telling stories and doing better all around than what they've been doing. I mean, can you agree with that?
I listen. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. I think there's really good stories in AEW. I think there's really good talent. What the problem is that Tony Khan always goes back to the well, just like WWE does. They have their top 10 guys, and that's who they stick with. But I've been saying this for years. If you're not going to use some money, let them the fuck go. Because at the end of the day, my biggest laughter is about this whole entire world, okay? Just roll with me real quick, okay? Let me be frank, right? It took a natural disaster like the pandemic to show and let these CEOs and corporations realize that you don't need 50 to 100 people sitting their fat asses in their chairs at a command center or a call center and sitting there picking their nose playing Sudoku on their computer. So what did they do? This natural disaster hit, and they say, oh, let me think about this. Let me be smart and say, wow, all these people can work from home because they're doing nothing but taking my money away. So with that being said, it's the same exact thing. You have all these people on the rosters, and what are they doing? They're drinking, eating catering, flying around, sitting around, doing nothing. For what reason? Tony Khan, like you said, needs somebody else to take the driver's seat. What is he doing? He's letting all these little wrestlers, Daniel Bryan, this, and this, Dean Malenko. And Dean Malenko is probably a great producer, but at the end of the day, you need somebody that's going to make tough decisions and say, hey, listen, we need to go back. We need to fucking find ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's like WWE. WWE, in some people's eyes, can't do no wrong. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But for people that are actually watching wrestling to see a story, they're going to catch on and go, hey, listen, bucko, we need to figure this out. Because I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of talented people in both WWE and AEW that don't get seen on TV. And that's a goddamn shame. And what do? They have to go to the indies and bust their fucking ass for 3, 4, 5 months to a year to come back to these promotions and say, hey, listen, I'm worthy enough. And that's the sad part.
Yeah,
I'm stunned too. Don't worry about it. I'm stunned too. You don't got to tell me.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying.
But that's why I can't take these companies serious, bro. Because at the end of the day, they're not doing what's best for business. They're putting people like Smo and Smo on the fucking TV. For what reason? This guy was relevant back in 2005, 2010, and TNA.
I think that might be a good option right there. Jeff saying Scott D'Amore's out there. Scott D'Amore can help run things
hold
a
on,
little bit
Jeff.
better.
Okay, but here's my question to both of you, Jeff and Dan. Why was Scott D'Amore let go from TNA? What was the reasoning? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to say Scott D'Amore didn't help TNA, but there has to be a reason why they let him go.
Scott D'Amore was trying to focus on the company and was going above Anthem on certain things. Anthem didn't really like that, and Anthem decided to let him go. Anthem had their own way that they found was going to be best for Impact and TNA. Scott D'Amore thought another direction was best for TNA. They didn't necessarily agree. That's why he was let go.
Okay, but again, it's Anthem. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem with having people like Anthem become part of TNA. Okay, you have Anthem, the one that's producing the show, but at the end of the day, it should be like WWE. USA is the brand that they focus on to put the show on. USA should have no say in what WWE puts together. They could say, hey, listen, you need to back down a little bit. Hey, you need to make it better. But at the end of the day, USA should have no stake in who's running what and what they're doing. And that's why I think Anthem has too much to say. They put in their hands the cookie jar when they should get smacked around and say, hey, listen, no, you're not part of this. You're just all you are. Am I talking shit?
I mean, here's the problem. TNA is a smaller company. It was once a bigger company, and they probably let one person handle too much when he probably should have been focused on one thing, and that is the day-to-day and the storylines, and he was focused on the business aspect as well.
I mean, let me ask you this question. What have we learned? What have we learned from TWs? And what I've learned is you can't have too many people and too many Indians and too many chiefs, not enough Indians on the actual book. Because at the end of the day, what do people do? They take the power, they run with it, and they go, hey, listen, I can make my own storyline. You can't do a goddamn thing. Well, that's not true at all. And that's what happened.
Let them know. Let them know. Let's go to the next match here.
You're fucking beside yourself tonight. You're beside yourself tonight.
I don't know what to say. You're on one right now.
I'm on cloud 9.
No, you're on some serious cloud 9. What's going on there? All right.
I have no idea.
Hook, Jericho, and Shibata Bread versus Shane Taylor Promotions. Anthony Ogogo is part of Shane Taylor Promotions. Who knew?
Another wrestler that's overestimated. Anthony Ogogo can fucking go.
Oh, jeez. Why Chris Jericho is still on my TV right now, I'm just not even really sure. And they're still playing on this lion hook bullshit. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get how this goes. I don't get what the whole point of going on with Jericho and Hook is. This is getting old. They're clearly headed for a big blow-off match against each other, which we've already seen them fight. I don't understand why we need to continue on with this. It's not that entertaining. They need to really move past this. Jericho needs to find something different.
You know, the problem with Jericho is I guarantee you Jericho has pull behind backstage. He has creative with his character. And at the end of the day, they won't say no to Jericho because he's such a legend. But every time we see this guy on the TV, it's always a backstab or some kind of faction, or he wants to change his name to Lionheart 3.7 or the King of Hearts. I mean, he is the only wrestler that I can say from the date today that changes his name every single week. I mean, am I wrong?
No. I don't understand how you can go between 3 to 4 different gimmicks whenever you want to do that. That's very strange to me. This dude thinks he's like Mick Foley out here. Like, I'm going to be Mick Foley one week. I'm going to be Cactus Jack another. I'm going to be Dude Love another. And then I'm going to go to Mankind. That's how I'm feeling right now. I just don't get that. And then you have Jericho out here who's like, I'm going to be the Lionheart. No, I'm going to be the Painmaker. No, I'm going to be the Ocho. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever the hell else I think I want to do. It just doesn't make any sense to me how you can come up and have this many gimmicks at once and this many monikers and have different theme songs for all of it. I don't know, whatever.
I am not going to lie to you. I think Jericho, I'm going to tell you this, out of any wrestler in wrestling history, it's going to go down in the books that Jericho is the only guy that can change his name, his gimmick, and reinvent himself every single time he leaves and comes back. He's the only guy that I've seen that do.
He can. And I'm not going to take that credit away from him. I won't, because he's very good in a lot of aspects. I just don't think he should be wrestling so consistently. I love him on commentary. I love his interviews. I love his promos. I love a lot of things about Chris Jericho. I just think wrestling maybe 12 to 15 times a year is the sweet spot for Jericho at this point, not 2 to 3 times a month. But I want to touch on this, George. Mercedes Moné is feuding with Julia Hart, and that is predominantly because she's going after the TBS title, and therefore Julia Hart has the TBS title. Mercedes' first match has already been announced for Double or Nothing. Jeff, remember, but Mercedes Moné needs to be in the AEW Women's Championship picture. I disagree completely with that. The AEW Women's Championship is already, the whole picture is convoluted to begin with. You have Deonna Purrazzo. You have Toni Storm as champion involved also with Thunder Rosa. You have other individuals that are just kind of in and out of this, that right now there's no real clear storyline or challenger or threat to that TBS title. And Mercedes Moné is probably the most credible women's talent that you have right now. And then you're going to need her to elevate your mid-card. And that's what she's going to be able to do, is elevate the mid-card before, and a lot of the talent there, and before she inevitably goes for the Women's World Championship. That's AEW's thinking behind this, and it makes total sense.
So you actually think that this flocking around is what makes it's good for business?
Yes, I do. I think her flocking around is good for business.
I tell you, I wish I can agree with you, but every time I see this joke of a person on my TV, I either want to throw the TV on the floor or I want to run outside and not watch it, because at the end of the day, I just don't see what is so great about this. Here we go. She's a ripoff, man. There's nothing that she's offering to me.
Who's a ripoff?
Bro, she's doing a gold dust. She's doing a gold dust.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Mercedes Moné, and you're over here talking about Toni Storm.
I'm flocking.
No, you're flocking. You're really flocking right now. You're getting on my flocking nerves. I'm so tired of this. Toni Storm is gold dust. It's gold dust. That's a gold dust. It's not gold dust. There's nothing gold dust about it.
Bro,
it's a completely different gimmick. What are you
totally
not getting?
Stealing the gimmick. She's totally stealing the gimmick. But listen, let me get into Mercedes Moné, okay?
Do you believe your own bullshit?
I believe it 100%.
No, you don't.
At the end of the day, I got to ask you, do you really think either she's still hurt or they really want people to believe that this woman is so special that they're going to save her for double or nothing?
That's what they're trying to do. And She's
Which is
probably still a
crazy to
little
me.
bit hurt. She's probably still kind of hurt.
So don't bring her on TV.
What do you mean don't bring her on TV? Bring her in to start elevating.
I have the same argument I had with Jade Cargill. You bring her in, okay? She was
here we go. Here
she
we
was
go.
a superstar in in
God.
AEW, and then what do? You bring
There
her
you
in.
Go, there you go, Vince. Everyone wants the rock star gimmick back because there isn't 5 other women on the roster that have the same exact gimmick.
Wait. I'm not listen. Hold on. I'm not saying bring Rockstar back. I am saying let her be a normal person. She is not this character you think she is, okay? She's not this character. She's not, okay? As much as you want her to think she's a black and white champagne drinking, a classic movie star, promo kind of person. This is not who she is.
What do you mean it's not who she is? She's reinvented her character and did something different, and she's excelling at this. What do you not get? What don't you get about the gimmick that she's doing?
No, I get it. I just don't.
What's your problem with it if you get it? What is your problem? Because a lot of people like it. You're the only person I know that doesn't like it.
Well, I mean, it's like everybody else like in the bloodline. They're a bunch of morons. They like shit. Okay? Eat shit like shit. That's what I say. Eat shit like shit. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you're going to sit here and eat shit and like the bullshit they're feeding them, hold on a minute. Look who just joined us.
Oh, geez.
Look who just joined us.
You guys are insane. I can't even. Let's go ahead and let's continue on with. So we didn't even get to who the hell even won this match. Shane Taylor Promotions defeated Hook, Jericho, and LaSpada. Wonderful, whatever. Jericho's an idiot.
He can't even wrestle anymore. He's not even doing half the moves he used to do.
He's not. He's not.
And here's the thing. This is the problem with society today, is if you're a Jericho fan, you're going to love him. You don't care. Jericho could wear a boogeyman suit with a mask. You're going to love him.
Well, I mean, Jericho was chastised by a child and told to leave the ring, which was even more confusing in all this.
Can I ask you a quick? Do you want to introduce our next guest?
I think it's better off that you introduce our next guest.
Do you want to introduce our next guest, Dan?
I think we can.
I can. Well, guys, I got to tell you, we've been talking about this person for a while now, and at the end of the day, we've said that she's not fake. She's real.
Oh no, she's fake.
No, she's not fake. We've established. I'm not paying her. She ain't on my payroll. Oh, she's on your payroll?
Not on mine.
Oh no. Okay. So who is it? Chris, I need you to clarify. Is she on UPR's payroll? Because we're not getting paid over here. Me and Dan are not getting a paycheck. I haven't seen one in the mail.
And I'm waiting on it because I don't know if you know this, but we're consistently drawing. But hey, let's go ahead and let's bring on the next guest here.
And the one and the only Cactus Katie. What is going on, girl? We finally got you on here. I mean, it looks like you're at a beautiful pool. I mean, that's a fantastic pool. Where are you guys at?
Are you right now?
Are you in paradise right now?
Is that what even is that? I see. Is that mountains back there? Is that a beach? I don't even know.
I mean, that water does look very blue.
Is that Thailand? I mean, where are we?
You don't even know what.
Can she hear us? Is she deaf? Is she mute? I don't know what's going on right now. Hello,
McFly.
Oh my God!
Can you hear me?
Whoa!
She is. She can talk.
Wowzers, guys! What an inspector!
I know what's going on.
What's going on?
All right, now I'm good.
All right.
All right.
Did you?
There was like 5 of you guys talking at the same time, and I was like, Holy crap.
Well, there's definitely only 2 of us, so the math doesn't really.
Yeah, but I
math.
have it on screens, phone, everywhere. So
Whoa.
She's one of those where she wants to make sure she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, well, you're not missing a moment of action is what's going on. It's like, hey, if I got to go to the bathroom, if I got to go to the kitchen, if I got to go, make a sandwich right now, I don't know. Do you make sandwiches? Can you make good sandwiches? I mean, what are we doing? You making a drink? I was
trying to calm Chris down earlier. He was very mad, very pissed off. He's going on these rants and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, this is not how I conduct business. I can conduct business very professionally. Dan, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh man, there you go.
What did it say?
It meets the criteria for Wednesday. It was pulled off. It took almost an act of God and a miracle, and on a wing and a prayer, we made it happen.
hey, I was there this weekend.
Yes, she was. So tell us about WrestleMania 40 watch party at Friendly Confines. What did you think? I mean, was the crowd there? Was the excitement going on?
Yeah,
Let's
I
get
think
into it.
so.
Don't hold
I think
back.
it was a blast.
It was a blast, guys. You missed
No,
a
it was
blast.
a blast.
And I'm going to tell you, it was such a blast.
So much fun.
Okay, I promise you guys, we did not kidnap her and pay her to say this right now because it looks like you've been kidnapped and held for ransom to say this right now. I'm going to need you to elaborate a little more on this.
I mean, listen. The party was so good. I had people buy me a bucket of beer, and then I had somebody buy me my dinner.
That was night 2. That wasn't even night 1.
And I didn't even ask anybody to do that. I appreciate everybody. It was night 2. Everybody that came down, I appreciate it. I have a list of people that I'm going to email this week. SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. We're gonna get this going. We're gonna get it rolling. It's gonna be bigger than WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, guys!
Yes, no, I am looking forward to. As you noticed. If you've noticed, Dan, it just says C. It does not fully explain the name there.
Can we fix this real quick? Let's see if we can fix this.
No. She has to fix it. Steve has a question. What are your thoughts on Will Ospreay?
I have no idea.
Okay, she has no idea. You heard it here first, guys. Wowzers! With all the talk,
unfortunately,
tonight,
I
when are we
was
going to get the footage
so
of Cloud? What? Anyways, I don't even know what's going on right now. What is the deal with this? Can you explain to me why you do not understand what Will Ospreay? You have no thoughts on Will Ospreay right now.
Oh, Cactus King is there!
Whoa!
Whoa! Look at that.
That vanilla midget. Get out of here. What is this?
Who's a vanilla midget?
He's calling Will Ospreay a vanilla midget when Will Ospreay is clearly taller than Steve. But
I'm gonna break it down for you, bro. Will Ospreay is fucking fantastic. This guy is a fucking bona fide star, and I am very surprised that he just now made his way to either AEW or WWE. And for Daniel Bryson to sit here and call Will Ospreay out and say that he ain't worth it. This guy fucking flies every fucking week from the UK all the way to the United States. Why are you laughing?
Because I mean that's 4 F-bombs within the course of a run-on sentence.
You should watch your potty. You should watch your potty mouth. But at the end of the day, this guy is a star. I tell you what, I'd be surprised by the summer or the beginning of next year he's not champion.
Well, we'll see. All right. So this guy, man, I can't even with you.
Why?
We have to talk about
Hey, this Buffalo Trace is delicious. You guys,
I'm sure. Do you see how much he's drank? Do you see why he's been acting the way he's been acting?
I didn't drink all this. This thing was already empty when I got it.
Oh yeah, it was empty. Oh man.
It's been probably gone over a couple days.
Oh man, something's wrong with Steve today.
Steve, I
So-
think you're right. I really think you're right.
It is on it. Steve is
so
on
let's
a kick.
Katie's on cloud 9 right now.
she definitely is. I can see it in her
Yeah,
face.
she's on cloud 9. She's at a pool somewhere she's having a drink. It's been hidden. She's frozen now. I guess by the pool area, the internet's not that great.
No, I mean, and wherever she is, it's clearly like 1:00 in the afternoon right now. So
I'm on the AEW stage, so I'm good. Hey, you know what? I gotta ask you something, Dan. Are you liking
like
these? Are you liking these lights in the background of these AEW tunnels? I think they're really.
I like it.
Yeah,
I do.
I need to get that for my house when I walk in. That shit changes fucking colors.
You need to get a lot. I mean,
Katie's living the life. Katie lives the high life. Let me just tell you, if I could sit here and tell you how Katie lives the high life, I could write a whole book, but I'm not going to.
well, I mean, tell
Katie,
us.
do you know Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes?
So this was, I think.
Uh-oh.
What was it?
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we have a bad connection.
I think the
for you
connection's
here.
horrible right now.
I mean, are you in the middle of nowhere? Because geez Louise. Look at that face. Look at she just froze right there. Wow, you look deranged. What happened?
Yes.
I gotta get a picture of that.
Oh man. Now she's looking up. She must be seeing Cloud 9 right now.
This is a great photo shoot. Go ahead. Keep with these faces. I'm just gonna keep them and roll with them.
So we no longer know that she's real because apparently she's broadcasting live from Afghanistan. And
She's in Afghanistan. Oh,
I'm here to retain you guys.
I'm done with you, Dan. This motherfucker says Afghanistan.
I'll just comment on here.
Yeah, you're
let
on
me be
2G
frank.
internet right now. What is happening?
He's probably not lying. It probably is where I am.
Oh, there you are. Now you're back. There she is. I don't know what just happened. Maybe she just connected to her hotspot.
If I only knew
So-
how to do that.
Who were you pulling for in the main event? Were you pulling for Cody or were you pulling for Roman?
I was pulling for Roman.
Get out of here. She's blocked.
She sure was.
Remove her.
Oh, that's horrible. She sure was. I have some video that I'm going to share. I don't have it with me right now, but
Oh, jeez. Her internet has reached the end of the day.
There's a lot of things that's reached the end of the day.
Do tell. What's the first thing that comes to mind, Cactus, Katie?
Maybe Vincent's bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Whoa! I mean, I can listen. I think
This
Vince
is
has
water. This is
clearly been
water.
Drinking.
This is
Drink
water.
water, Juan.
This is water.
Yeah. Well, it ain't coming out of your mouth like water.
Mm.
Jeez, this guy. All right.
That could be my fault.
So Katie, did you watch Dynamite tonight?
No, I had to work tonight.
Oh,
I had to work tonight because I was so exhausted from the weekend. I had to postpone work last night to tonight.
You
Yeah, look at
postpone work.
this.
Now, why don't you tell the audience
Yeah, look at
how
this.
important
Dan, can you see this?
your whole work is that you
Yes,
could
ma'am.
not stop to watch some Dynamite tonight? Because Our viewers, that's all they watched was Dynamite tonight. I mean, this is how important Dynamite was. You missed it.
I am an exercise physiologist, and
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I take
tell
care
people
of
how to work out?
Pretty much.
Okay.
But most of my patients are elderly people.
Okay, so how do they work out?
From getting up off the couch.
Okay, so is there any hip thrusting?
Not in my day job.
That makes sense. But clearly this might have been a night job.
No, I got off at 7. But
and you couldn't make the 8 o'clock Dynamite.
I had to put my kids to bed.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Tell me about it.
These little crumb snatchers. I can't.
Hold on, I got some for you.
Whoa. She stretches old man.
Yeah, that's what I got for you.
That was from the WrestleMania watch party.
And what do you think about that?
Now, what was that view from, Vince?
Z silent. I wonder.
I don't know. Dan, was that when you saw John Cena come out, or was that Undertaker?
That was Undertaker. That was definitely Undertaker. That was as soon as the bell hit the gong, and that was me losing my mind in disbelief. I did not. It was an out of body experience.
I mean, let's put it this way. I wasn't the happiest to see the way they portrayed the Undertaker because I am not a fan.
What do you mean?
Will you relax? I'm going to tell you. I am not a fan of the American Badass. I am a soul classic Taker from back in the 80s and the 90s. And I just do not like the way that they portray Undertaker now, because is it because he's not in shape that he can't fit in the clothes anymore? I don't know what it is. I miss because here's the thing, you bring the gong and Taker, okay, and you make him out with American Badass. Okay,
That's
he
cool.
never had the gong in American Badass.
Yes, he did.
He did not have the gong. He had
Yes,
Kid
he
Rock's
did.
Badass.
It started off with the gong,
but it was a different gong. It was a different gong.
It wasn't. It was the same damn gong.
I am going to play it right now. I'm going to play it right now.
Which match are you talking about?
The main event from night 2.
Oh, from WrestleMania?
Yes. Because Vince is all over the place and he has ADHD and doesn't know what the hell he's doing right now.
No. Hold on.
But he at least is calmer now.
Well, I mean, I wonder how that happened.
Nope, that's not it.
Wow, we're going to hear it on transistor radio over here.
Careful, he may expose Cloud9.
Oh, what was that, Vince?
No, that's not it.
Oh, that's not it. Of course, that's not it.
I don't remember him coming out with the 2 gongs in American Badass. Was it that? Was it really that?
Yeah,
was it really that?
Goon.
I didn't think he had the original gongs, did he?
He did.
I thought it was like a remix gong.
Yep, he's going to only come out as the biker. The dead man is done.
Well, I would tell you what. If I can't see the Undertaker as a dead man, I don't want to see him at all.
No, I love.
Have, like, a hoodie on?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Somebody actually said that Undertaker looks like he watches too much Fox News and is out of shape. And I don't even know how to take that. What?
He is out
I
of
believe
shape.
Steve. Hey, listen, I believe Steve. It is the Taco Bell dong. I believe it is. It is Taco Bell gong. It's not the real one.
It's a Taco Bell gong. That's okay. We can talk.
All right, hold on. We're getting off topic here. The consultant has spoken. It's Dynamite. We need to get back on the track here. Let's talk about Dynamite. I'm sorry, Dan. Listen, Dan, stop talking about WWE. Let's talk about AEW. This is the AEW.
No, that's totally you goon.
It's a shame how the host is around here.
No, seriously, doesn't even do anything right. We have Okada had an unannounced match against a local talent. It was an absolute
breaking
beatdown.
news. Breaking news, Mad Dog. Breaking news. You see this? Breaking news, Mad Dog.
All right, we're done with that.
Do you know how long that match was?
Which
It
one?
was a minute and 19 seconds.
Which one?
Wow, that's longer than Vince last.
Okada.
Oh! Woo! Go ahead, say it. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah.
Oh man! All right, so Rainmaker does a whole little beatdown, gets on the mic. Out comes Pac. We're getting Pac and Okada for the.
Where the fuck has he been, bro?
Somewhere. Oh geez.
He's looking for the Rainmaker.
Anyways, I don't even want to go there. So Dynasty, we're getting Pac, we're getting Okada for this. What title is this thing again? The Intercontinental International? I don't know. What's it called? What is the name of this title?
We're feeling great tonight. We're feeling great,
guys. Jeff, what is the name of this title? Because it confuses me every time.
North Atlantic.
It is the North Continental. I think it's the Continental Championship, right?
Is this the one that Cassidy held?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a North Atlantic. I thought.
No.
North Atlantic.
Yeah, or North Atlantic Continental title. Yes, this is
Continental title.
Yeah, but it's the North Atlantic Continental title.
There's no North Atlantic Continental.
Well, you
title.
listen to me. Hold on. Let me look this up.
What is a North Atlantic?
We'll just start calling him Columbus up there.
Apparently, I don't think
he has to Google this.
Oh, geez. Vince doesn't even know who
International
Columbus is.
Championship. It says.
Is it the International?
AEW International Championship.
Is that it? Are we sure on that? I thought it was a Continental.
Fact checked.
Well, listen, I'm looking it up, and I could be wrong, but everything says international. So
I mean, you're wrong a lot, so I would.
Oh, shut it! Oh, no! It's all elite Intercontinental Championship history.
It's not Intercontinental. It's the Continental Champion.
It's the Continental Breakfast.
He's adding words.
It's the Continental Breakfast Championship.
No, Vince always adds words to everything. Yeah, and see, all he's thinking about is food over here, and yet has the nerve to call Willow and Samoa Joe fat.
On AllEliteWrestling.com, it says AEW All Atlantic Championship. It's what it says.
This guy.
Well, thank you, Encyclopedia.
All right. There used to be a. I can't with this guy. I can't.
Oh man, tonight's a fucking fire.
This is insane.
I'm gonna tell you what. Shout out to Gatorade. Shout out to Gatorade for this delicious orange Gatorade. I'm gonna tell you what, it's delicious Gatorade.
Vince is drunk right now. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to.
Can we cut his?
No, we need to.
There you go, Dan.
That's for the best. That's clearly for the best.
Yes.
Whoa! What's going on there?
We have to bring him in because Tony Storm's coming up.
We do. We do have to bring him in, and we're gonna get there. Vince spoiled our next surprise for the news here. We have another segment to go before we get to the.
Katie, are you done for tonight? Are you done?
No, I don't have to be.
No, she's gonna hang out with us for a bit till the end of the show. So we get the Tony Storm segment here. We get a champagne toast.
Yep.
And clearly that is the Tony Storm Gatorade right there, right in Thunder Rosa's face. Oh man, Mariah May looks totally.
I hope that
confused.
I hope Thunder Rosa beats the shit out of this fucking flocking wannabe movie Gold Dust lookalike.
What did they used to say? Champagne wants with beer budgets or something.
That's close enough.
No,
champagne taste with beer
on beer
pockets.
budget.
Yeah, that's what Tony Storm is.
Hey, she's a cheap wannabe Gold Dust is what she is.
Oh, here we go. Guys, I can't allow this kind of behavior right now to our AEW Women's Champion. This is not okay.
Look at Jeff over here. Oh boy.
Oh geez. That's his BFF for life.
Vinny 8. I love that. Vinny 8. I'm gonna have to make that a shirt. Hold on.
You should.
No.
I gotta write these.
Hey, where's your shirt? Where is the LaSpada shirt? The flocking around. Come on, we want to see it.
Shirt.
Yeah, let's see the flocking shirt.
Well, I gotta tell you this right now. I have to I can get it to you. I have to go and get it, the artwork downstairs. If you want me to get off and you guys can talk, I will go get it.
Well, we're gonna have to finish this and get to the main event here before we get crazy. So Mariah May does end up going against Anna Jay. This was a decent little match. It made Anna Jay look pretty solid still. It's one of the better Anna Jay matches I've seen in a while. And Mariah May, I think, helped carry it a bit. Mariah May does pick up the W here. And then Anna Jay attacks her from behind, puts her to sleep. And then we have Mina Shirakawa from Stardom come out to make the save, which was...
I wonder who this girl is kissing lookalike Tony Storm.
That was Mariah May's tag team partner in Stardom. So they if you watch Ring of Honor, they had a little reunion there, and it's carried over to Dynamite. So I'm very curious to see where this goes and if this is how Mariah May breaks off from Tony Storm here.
Do you see this comment, Dan?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Julie signing with WWE? Julia felt like a perfect hand in glove fit for AEW just based upon the amount of Asian wrestlers that they do have. But WWE, I think it just made... I think Julia wanted WWE more. I think WWE wanted Julia. They needed a little bit more talent for the women's division. I think Julia makes a lot of sense for NXT right now. The problem with Julia is she still can't speak English, and this is going to be a major issue on the main roster in WWE, where it's not so much of a main issue in AEW when somebody can't speak English. This is going to be a huge problem.
They just use translators. But they are saying that this is probably the match of the night. And it was 8 minutes and 30 seconds long.
It was solid. Deonna Purrazzo did come out. Always a pleasure to see Deonna Purrazzo on my television. Guys, we have the main event coming up here. Samoa Joe and Dustin Rhodes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take a quick little break here. And I got to collect myself right now. This is insane. We're going to see you just in a minute.
Previously on the Mike Knox Show.
If the beats don't align, it don't make sense. It don't make dollars. But in today's world, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to make dollars. And y'all have trap music and y'all have pole music and have all the other shit that don't make sense. As long as the beat go, y'all go with it. Okay? But in my time, in my day, and what they teach you, it's supposed to go together. Right? So when you look at this, you just go, hey, whatever, rock. It was funny. Then you got Cody Crybabies all in the backstage. And why do you have Cody Crybabies? I'll tell you why you have Cody Crybabies. Because that man, Cody Rhodes, was sitting back here and he was crying.
You can call me a hater. As soon as you don't agree with something, you're a hater no matter what. You can't have no opinion no more. So let me preemptively say, you can call me a hater, but I it sticks in my craw people that get ahead without knowing what the hell they're doing. Now, you can say whatever you want to say, but I have far more respect for people that have learned and educated themselves to be in a space like this. That if you call yourself a journalist, if that's what you call yourself, I respect the person more that has actually got formal training. That's just me personally. I don't put it like this. If there was a science exhibit, or like, let's say like NASA was doing a podcast, bro, I'm not gonna hop up with a microphone and start talking about the National Aeronautics Space Administration. I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, so let's just jump into this really quick. This is probably the most forgettable main event in AEW time. Samoa Joe and Dustin Rhodes. Dustin did what he could do. He was solid. He was decent. It was fine. Samoa Joe, did his thing. This match was pointless.
You know what I feel bad about? I'm gonna stop you real quick. I feel bad because I know that Dustin is a lot older now, and he's been taking a backseat role in the backstage area with helping the guys out. But I feel like when they bring this guy out and he's the natural Dustin Rhodes, which is a classic throwback to WCW days, I feel bad because I know that he has more potential than what they give him. Every time he wrestles on AEW, they make him look like a fool. And I don't understand why. Like, he can still go, but they make him lose to guys like Samoa Joe, which I understand he's the champion. But this guy, this guy has so much history in his family that they make him look like a fool. And it's like they don't give him the time that he should. Maybe he doesn't want it. I don't know.
They put him in a sleeper.
What I'm saying is
that is Samoa Joe's finisher.
But they bust him open. They make him look like a fool. We don't know if this is his decision. But at the end of the day, Dustin Rhodes is a classic character, and it's like I know he's not supposed to win every single match, but I mean, God, every time I see this guy on TV, he loses.
Well, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? Do you want him to start beating everybody? And I mean, if you look at his record this year, I think he was 15 matches, 12-3 up until this. So I mean, 12-4.
I'll look it up.
That's this year. So he's been winning matches. You're just not seeing him win the big matches.
No, but here's my thing though. Like, if you're not I say this, if you're not gonna use him the right way, don't use him at all. And it's like, you don't see him much. Like you say, he's like, maybe I haven't seen him win these matches, but at the end of the day, like, you don't see him on Collision. You don't see him on Rampage.
He's on Rampage. I mean, if he's had 15, 16 matches this year, clearly he's on a show.
I don't know what show he's on.
Well, are you watching Rampage every week? Are you watching Collision every week?
I don't watch that.
There you go. That's where he is, and you're not seeing it.
Let's see if you're right here. Dustin Rhodes.
This guy's a joke.
He's had 6 matches this year. You goof.
It said
it's
it
only
literally
March. April.
It literally said as he came out that he's had 15 matches. So I'm confused. Maybe it was his past 15 matches.
His record right now is 6-4. So I don't know. I don't know what record.
It showed it on the graphic, so I don't know. I mean, where are you getting? Where are you getting your information from? Fax News.
I mean, I'm looking at all different sites, man, and it doesn't say 15 matches.
CN I mean,
well, 6 + 4 is 10.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said 10. I said 10 matches.
This guy's all right. So
he's 55. He's 55 years old. So my thing is, I understand he's getting up there. I get it, and he's probably.
Get it?
I'm gonna have another drink. Go ahead.
Good job. Oh my gosh. Swerve did come out, did attack Joe, held up the belt. It's nice to see Swerve get a little spot here in the main event. I mean, Joe's looking irritated, he's looking pissed, he's looking upset. Come on, we want Swerve to win this, don't we? Don't we want Swerve to finish this? Finish the story, Swerve. Finish the story.
No, don't put him in Cody Rhodes' thing.
Finish the story. Finish the story.
Oh my gosh.
Ask Jeeves. So the neckbeards thought this was a mid-show. All the wrestling neckbeards in the IWC thought tonight was mid. I thought it was decent. Vince thought it was mid. Cactus Katie thinks wrestling's mid. So, all right. We'll just go with that.
No. I am a long history of wrestling fan.
Oh, are you? Let's see. How do you feel about Prince Nana?
I fucking
Well,
Come on, do it. Do it, Katie. Do it. Do the Nana. Do the Nana.
I don't know what the Nana is.
Oh, come on. The dance. Do the Nana dance. Come on.
Oh,
Come
this?
on. I mean, it was a little different than that. I mean, you really got
See,
a Nana.
I don't know.
Do you watch AEW? Do you watch?
I am reading all the write-ups.
This is a joke. I'm insulted right now.
All right, Chris. I mean, Dan. Sorry, I called you Chris.
We got to bring in our buddy here who's been waiting backstage.
Hold on. Before we bring him in, I want to know your top 3 matches of WrestleMania 40.
All right. So my top 3 matches. 2 were on night 1. It was Sammy Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
The tag team main event, Bloodline against Cody and Seth. And then the Universal Championship, Cody and Roman. Those are my top 3 matches from WrestleMania weekend.
I'm going to say
WrestleMania.
I'm going to say mine is Jay and Jimmy Uso.
That was a dud.
No, it wasn't a dud. There was a story.
It was a
there.
dud. It was a dud.
I'm going to say Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to completely swerve you and say it's a tie between Io Sky and Bailey and the 6-pack ladder match challenge.
Before you bring him in, yeah, that's clearly what Vince is doing right now. He wants to talk more WWE. Guys, I just want to say thank you for watching tonight. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, however you're watching.
And drink more Vinny Aid. Vinny Aid is a drink.
More. Drink.
Vinny Aid is the drink of choice tonight. Vinny Aid can be sold anywhere: AEW, WWE, CVS, Publix, Walmart, Target. Well, let's bring our next guest in.
This guy's a joke.
I'm very excited about this because I haven't seen him on in so long. I hope he's ready. I hope he's not on his phone. The one, the only,
the incomparable Mad Dog.
What's going on? You guys hear me?
There he is.
Make sure you guys can hear me.
Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
We can't really hear you. You gotta get a little closer to the microphone. Gotta get a little closer.
Hear me now?
Oh, that's better.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right, you gotta get
I'm
up on it, man.
Vincent here.
Hello. You guys hear me?
We
all
hear
right,
you, buddy.
Mad Dog, what do we got
Okay.
for us
All right.
tonight? What do we got
All
for
right.
us in the
So-
Mad Dog news segment?
Yes. So I know you worked really hard on this.
no.
I know you got some good news stories for us. Mad Dog has been our very important correspondent out in the field. He's hard out there. He's hitting the dirt sheets. He's getting in on the rumors. He's got plenty of sources in the industry. We're really excited. This is an honor and a pleasure, guys. Mad Dog, take this away. Hey, Vince, you got to play his theme music, though. You got to start it off right. You got to start it off right. We're gonna bring this back to the old days.
I don't think I have it.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I'll find it next time.
No.
Anyway. Oh. Okay.
Do you have it, Vince? Do you have
it? You might not have it.
I don't have it.
He doesn't have it, Dan. It's not prepared.
I lost all my sound effects when my board got hit.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you at least a start here. I'm gonna give you a start.
That works.
All right, come on. Break it down for us.
Right, wrestling news for the week of 4/10/2024. So the first thing I have here actually is interesting because he did not renew his AEW contract. I'm wondering, you AEW fans actually know who I'm talking about right now. If not, I'm going to say the name in like 2 seconds.
AEW person has renewed his contract. Matt Hardy.
That is correct. He's now become a free agent. Is on the market, and I don't think WWE is going to take him.
But what is it, Mad Dog? Is it this? Is this his sign when he throws up? This is it right here. Is that what it is?
I think so.
What is that? Is that the shocker? Is that the shocker, Vince?
No, this is the shocker. No. Wait, no.
Isn't that?
Hey, hold on. Who the thing wanted the steak? Hold on, it's right there.
Look at Katie's face.
He doesn't.
Oh,
doesn't even know. Okay, right.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Matt Hardy now becomes a free agent, and it's interesting to note this because I don't think WWE is going to take him. I really don't. I don't think they want him. I don't think they want.
No.
So where does he go? Does he go?
Matt Hardy doesn't go anywhere. Matt Hardy retires.
I think you're wrong. I think TNA is going to take him. TNA, the new fit, new thing, new show, new everything. I believe personally, TNA is going to take him.
Katie, are you out of place right now?
So
no,
right.
I'm just laughing.
Hey, listen, whoever's watching, not only can I get a hell yeah, but can I let's get a poll here. Is it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? What do you rate this show so far? Go ahead, give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell number. Hell 10, hell 6. Give me exactly what I said. Give me a number. What do you guys think about the show tonight? Make sure you follow, like, subscribe to UPR all over the platforms. At the end of the show, we're gonna give you the whole rundown of what is going on here on UPR. Take it away, Mad Dog.
Thanks. Right. AEW is reportedly, according to Fightful, changing the plans for AEW Forbidden Door 3. It's still going to take place in New York, but now it's not going to take place at what was it? I think the place where they had Grand Slam. I think it was in Queens.
Arthur Ashe.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm not sure where they're going to move it, but
whoa, guys, hold on a second. I got to get on this right here. Apparently, she's drilling. Who are you drilling? Who did you even know what that?
Maybe
word
that
means?
wasn't the right word.
What is going on right now? Jeez Louise.
I mean, at the end of the day, I wish I was drilling right now.
Somebody's got to be drilling. There ain't any drilling going on over here. All right, Mad Dog, go ahead.
This next one I have here actually happened on WrestleMania Sunday, believe it or not. This is actually kind of crazy. So you guys know who The Rock is. It's obvious, right? Doing The Rock Johnson, obviously, right? You know,
who's that guy?
The final boss, if you will, right? So actually, according to
AEW here.
Well, Vince told me to look up whatever. So
yeah,
I'm messing with him, buddy.
I told him to mix the stories up, mix it up.
He said so. Okay. I had 2 AEW stories so far, so you know. Anyway, right. So Dwayne Johnson purchased 9,500 And what is this? I believe it's 58 shares of TKO stock. So that actually totals, believe it or not, now over $9 million in TKO stock. As you guys know, he's a shareholder in TKO. So yeah, that's kind of crazy how he
Listen, I
made
gotta tell you. Listen,
a
I
lot
gotta
of
tell you
money
real quick.
WrestleMania weekend.
The Rock is always going to be on top, no matter if he makes crappy movies. He puts out Terramana, liquor. He's part of the XFL, owns the XFL, puts out lingerie for women. This man is going to do it all. Like, he's never going to not find a niche to be in part of, and that. He inspires me because this is what you want to be. You want to be inspired by people that want to make money. It's all about the green sometimes. You got to keep it going to keep your dreams alive, and that's what the man is doing. He's on the board of KO. He's making the $9 million. He's doing the take it away, Dan.
This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. We're an hour and a half going strong right now. Vince is freaking sauced out of his mind. Mad Dog is halfway through the news.
I'll wait.
Cactus Katie looks like she's seen a ghost and is regretting every life decision she's made up to this point.
What do you got, Mad Dog?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Give us the next. Hit Mad Dog's music, Dan. Hit Mad Dog's music.
Oh, do we get Mad Dog's music?
Hit Mad Dog's music again. Hit it again. Love it.
That's enough of that.
Okay.
Thank God I have new music.
I'm gonna continue. I was gonna wait, but
no.
Somebody's gotta get you guys back on track. I know how these two operate for a long time. I'm doing
Wowzers!
This, so, right. Anyway, right. So Drew McIntyre, his future with WWE is actually still up in the air, believe it or not. What's going on now? Drew has not renewed his contract with WWE. It has been extended for another 3 months, but then after that, it's actually right now they're still negotiating. So,
Katie, come on, drill him on this. I need you to drill.
I was commenting. I didn't even hear it.
Can you hear this music right now?
What is it?
This is Cactus Jack's. This is Cactus Katie's theme.
I met him once. He's a nice guy. You know that, right? Don't have the picture.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So
of Mick Foley, he's a nice guy. By the way.
Oh, hold on. Look at this comment.
Yep, we know.
Oh, okay.
You already had that one up there.
Right. I got one more here. All right. So the source. The source is the source. So but Uncle Dave Meltzer reports that supposedly there's.
I have an Uncle Dave.
The Observer.
You have an Uncle Dave? I have an Uncle Dave. Real quick, before you go into the story, Mad Dog, I want to ask you a question. At one point of watching WrestleMania, did you ever think at all MJF was going to make an appearance on your television?
I did or didn't. I told
what
the
about,
internet
what about
wrestling
John Moxley?
community.
You think John Moxley was going to come out with the Shield?
No. They were close, actually. I did read an article that they were close, but I did read something that they were close. I read an article, what was it, yesterday? Maybe it was Monday. I think it was Monday. I read an article of them saying that they were close bringing Moxley back, but I think ultimately, Tony Khan said no. So
Tony Khan
MJF. Now, come on. We already know he re-signed with AEW. I mean, this is a fact. We know it. They're keeping him off. He needs to heal after
his Hall of Fame ring. You guys see this Hall of Fame ring? The Vincent's drinking Hall of Fame ring right here.
Congrats. Yeah.
So glad I'm on a beach right now.
Right.
Guys,
Man,
we got
okay.
breaking news coming in right now. Breaking news.
Please, Jeffrey,
Right.
help us.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna get to the last story. I think Dan's gonna like this one a lot, hopefully.
Let's go. Let's go.
So anyway, so Meltzer reports that the Rock versus Cody Rhodes match ain't happening until Mania 41. They're scrapping
joke.
all the Roman versus Rock plans now, and now their focus is gonna be Cody versus Rock. So
What a joke. This
Well,
should be
listen,
happening at
have we?
SummerSlam.
Can I ask you guys? Have we established what state WrestleMania 41 is? It Minnesota? Is it Las Vegas? Like, what are we doing?
Cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's
So I
Minnesota.
believe Minnesota has gotten the bid of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Actually been outbid by Minnesota, so
Which
it's
is
going to be
crazy.
up there. Las Vegas might get Mania 42, but now they're saying Mania 42 might be out of the States. Apparently, they're thinking about going international. Since they're going international, like Paris, I think Backlash is in Paris. I think they're going to Germany. AEW is going to London again, so that's going to be fun for them.
Wait, you know what, Dan? I gotta ask you guys a question, honestly, and tell me what you guys think. Do you really think you kind of think it's a slap in the face for WWE not to start doing pay-per-views in the US again? Like, what is the deal with not having anything besides like Mania and SummerSlam? Like, are we just being outbidded by people from other countries? Like, what's the deal?
No, they see an opportunity to make more money. Everything with them is the highest gate. So inevitably, they want to cram as many people into a space that they can and charge as much as they can for each ticket. While they say, Paul Levesque and Nick Khan are telling you, hey, we think about the average person being able to attend. No, you don't. Because you wouldn't have $5,000 ringside tickets for your events. That's completely ridiculous. If you cared, you'd have $500. And this is the problem that they're doing is everything is about merchandise. Everything. That's why they had a new Cody Rhodes shirt every week leading up to Mania. Everything is about ticket sales. And you have these, you have these AEW tribalists out here that are, we're breaking all these records. We're breaking all these gates. We're making all this money. No, WWE is doing that. You're not. So stop being a buffoon about it. And who gives a crap what it is that somebody likes? If somebody wants to like AEW, cool, let them like AEW. Somebody wants to like WWE, cool, let them like WWE. Somebody wants to like TNA, let them like TNA. It doesn't matter.
There you go.
No, I've had enough of these clowns that want to keep talking about money. They want to talk about money like they're financially invested, and you think you're some kind of badass because you bought, 3 shares of WWE stock back in the year, 2008, and think you're some kind of Billy badass. Well, newsflash, buddy, you're a loser just like the rest of us.
Dan, was that a fly eagles fly? I heard.
No, don't look at me. I don't know. I don't own any stock. I paid $300 today to go.
Before we end this shenanigans we got going on here, I want to go around. I feel like we're playing what's that? Hollywood Squares here. Let's go around and talk about who enjoyed WrestleMania and what we give WrestleMania as a whole in their 1 through 10. 10 being the highest. I'm going to start with Mad Dog. What did you think about WrestleMania real quick, and what would you give it?
Okay, yeah. So there were some great matches, and then there were some not so great matches. Obviously, I'm probably going to give it maybe a solid, you know what? Yeah, I'll give it about an 8 because they finally put the belt on Cody. Undertaker showed up. So, but
now was that
okay?
Night 1, night 2. What would you give night 1?
Night 1, oh yeah, probably like a 6. It kind of was boring.
Whoa! Hold on.
Up until the main event. The main event actually got exciting. But I did not like the 30-minute entrance The Rock and Roman did. That was ridiculous. I'm sorry. Just because you're The Rock, just because you're Roman Reigns, does not mean you have to go and actually do a 30-minute entrance. No way.
You thought WrestleMania was an 8? I'd give that thing a 6 at best. At best. This
the
was
Undertaker showed up, Dan.
Oh, Undertaker shows up.
Undertaker.
Automatically. This is a This is a 10-star match now. Guys, listen.
Wow.
We had
I
one of
mean-
the most hyped shows of all time, at least this year, and then and one of the most important buildups for this Bloodline Cody, shenanigans. And you're gonna lay a massive dud for the entire show. You know what? Here's the thing. If this wasn't WrestleMania, I'd say fine. Okay, solid. This is WrestleMania, and this is the build you have. Crowd did not look invested. Crowd looked mid. Crowd looked miserable. The wrestlers looked miserable. Looked like they didn't even want to be there night one. And then night two rolls around, and this has this gangbuster card that you really set up. Less people showed for night two, which was mind-boggling to me because it had the better build. And then the matches completely were underwhelming and underdelivered. When I felt night one was a joke, night one surpassed night two. And if it wasn't for the main event, night two was a complete dud.
I agree. I think
Well, Becky did have strep throat. We gotta give her credit. She worked with strep throat.
Who?
102 temperature. Mama's got to get the work done.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Mama whooped that ass all over the ring. I tell you what, that ass was working hard, fat ass at to be best. I'm gonna tell you what, that's probably the best looking ass of all WWE. Hold on.
You're muted.
My numbers, okay?
Oh,
I'm gonna give you my numbers because I'm gonna tell you what, Mama let that fat ass down. I'm gonna give you
Vince.
Night one is gonna be 8.5. Night two is probably gonna be a 6.5.
Yeah, we're not Vince. You need to relax when you say things like that. No, we can't do that.
Come on.
No.
We did it all on Raw review. Go back and watch a Raw WrestleMania. We talked about her ass all night.
Nah, Vince, stop. Go on, Cactus Katie.
I think it was probably like a 7. And
a 7? You were miserable the whole entire time. What do you mean it was a 7?
The environment was
you're about to fall asleep. You were coming over to me saying, "Oh, Dad, save me, save me."
I was. Thank God, Dan was there.
Don't overhype this. You need to tell everyone how poor this was. This was basically the blind leading the blind. And you know what? If people thought that was good, I don't want to hear them ever say another negative thing about AEW ever again, because that was complete garbage.
Oh my God. It was in Philly, so it gets an extra point for me.
Oh, it's in Philly. We had it in Philly. We decided, hey, we're going to have
Jason Kelsey, and they had Lane Johnson come out.
Oh man, all it was missing was
Taylor
Mr. Swift. That's it, Mr. Swift. Okay, to
Mr.
you.
Swift.
All right, Mr. Swift. That's it. That's what it was missing, guys.
It was a shocker for sure.
Wow, what a show! Wow, guys, we got some Logan Paul action. This is a complete joke. WWE has essentially gone the route of we're not even real wrestling anymore. All we are is a bunch of celebrities and entertainment. And you know what? It's fine. If that's what you guys like, wonderful. But leave the AEW fans alone. All right? Plain and simple.
Well, Dan, before we go, let's tell the viewers where they can watch all the UPR content.
Oh, all the UPR content.
All the UPR content.
I'm so glad you brought this up and you asked, Vince. Oh, geez. So let's just dive into a little bit of the wonderful world of UPR. So every Mondays at 6, we have the Mike Knox Show. Every Monday night, immediately following Raw, we have the Raw Review. We have the NXT Review Show every Tuesday nights following NXT. We have AEW Dynamite Review every Wednesday nights with myself and Vince. We have the SmackDown Review every Saturday afternoon. And then we have the AEW Collision Review Show immediately following Collision.
And that's
Saturday.
not all, Dan.
That is not all. Oh, wait, there's more?
Watch TNA Review Show.
I've never seen this TNA review.
What?
You've seen the CNA review?
I have. It's on Thursdays.
I never get any alerts for
Because
this.
Vinny
It's
has no
crazy.
life.
What about Saturday
he's
and
watching.
Sunday? One of those, isn't there a review show for movies? What's coming up this week?
Oh, there's plenty for AEW. I'm sorry, for UPR Entertainment, but I just wasn't made aware of what is on UPR Entertainment this week. I do know we have an X-Men review show every week because this wonderful X-Men 98 that's on.
How
Has
is that?
anybody
You watch
seen
that?
X-Men
You watch
98?
that yet?
I've seen some of it. I'm really interested to check out Fallout because apparently the whole season was just dropped today on Prime.
What's
And-
Fallout?
Yeah, so the TNA, there we go. TNA review is coming soon. Fallout, that's after there's a game for the PlayStation called Fallout.
And it dropped
And,
where?
They did a show on
I know.
Amazon Prime.
Okay. Mad Dog,
So-
have you seen anything that you think is worth watching on television? Streaming services?
Let's
So
see. I
X-Men
saw that
97, my
one.
apologies.
I
Go
saw
ahead.
that one show. I forget what it was called. I think it's called Echo. I think it was. It's like a Marvel show. It has something to do with Daredevil. And I like Daredevil. I don't know if you guys seen the Daredevil show. You guys should go watch that. Actually, that was really good. But yeah, Echo was a really good mini series. It was like 5 or 6 episodes. But yeah, that was really good. Also been watching a lot of Ahsoka. I don't know if you guys watched Ahsoka, but Ahsoka
Yeah, that's a great
was
one.
good.
That's
too.
good.
What?
Steve
I'm a big
says-
Star Wars guy.
Steve says
What?
Fallout is a review show about AEW ratings. This guy's a joke. This guy's a joke. I can't even. Big announcement for promo battles coming soon, directly from the executive consultant. We
Who's
have
doing
Family
promo battles?
Feud
I want in
coming
on
soon.
promo battles. Who's doing promo battles?
Not
Tomorrow we have.
I'm just a news guy. Don't look at
I'm
me.
gonna listen. Hold on. I'm gonna cut my promo battle right now for all the UPR fans, and you let me know if I should be on the show. You ready?
I don't think so.
You ready? Here we go. You know what? I'm on this UPR show with Dan the Man, Mad Dog Kelly, and Cactus Katie. Okay? How dare you disrespect the man of all people, Vincent LaSpada. He's going to lay the smack down on everybody right now. He's going to tell you, be on the Raw Review Show every Monday. Make sure you check out NXT Review Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, right here with Dan the Man and Vincent LaSpada. Sometimes, Mad Dog, you got a list of UPR shows. Make sure you check them out. Follow them on Instagram, Twitter, X, YouTube, Twitch, all the streaming services. And that's all I have.
Is that what you got?
That's all I got.
Jeez Louise, guys. I can't even with this. This is magical, Vince. Everything is magical. Everything is just
You see, if you're
magic.
still watching over there, you should clip that Vince thing and just make it a big commercial, because there you go. That was your big commercial right there. Make
I'm
that
so
into
glad.
a TikTok too, actually.
I'm
as
so
well.
glad, guys.
I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for watching UPR reviews for AEW Dynamite tonight. Because listen, our show is not anything without you guys as the fans. Thank you guys for following, subscribing, and watching, because we thrive on you guys and your comments. Thank you so much. Dan the Man does a great job hosting every week. I'm the co-host. I'm in the pilot seat. This week I'm flying high with a little Gatorade or Haterade or Vincentade, whatever you want
It's
to
been
call
some
it.
haterade. It's definitely been some haterade.
And listen, I want to thank Mad Dog Kelly for coming on, man. I'm going to try to get you on a spot every week with us, because we kind of miss seeing your face around. And I know Dan the Man said it a couple times, and that's all I got to say. Thank you for
Thanks for
Cactus
having
Katie.
me.
coming on. Cactus Katie. I didn't think that was ever going to happen. Dan, what you think about Cactus Katie?
Cactus Katie came on. She looked absolutely shell-shocked. She had no idea anything was happening around her. She looked mortified. I definitely think she might need a rabies shot after this.
I agree. I need a rabies shot.
I know you need a rabies shot. You need a tetanus shot. You need the rabies shot. You need to. I mean, dude, You're coming out here looking like you have distemper. I don't know what's going on with you right now.
Well,
I
listen,
don't know.
thank you everybody for joining us for the AEW Dynamite review show. That is Dan the Man up in the corner. Vincent,
Dan the Man.
Mad Dog Kelly for bringing us the news. And listen, you can check us every week right here, StreamYard.com/UPR on all platforms. 10 o'clock right after AEW Dynamite. Vincent LaSpada, Dan the Man, Mad Dog Kelly. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you. Take care, guys. Have a great night. Next Wednesday night.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.